The next question then becomes, what is needed to come out of shutdown? Typically, someone in the shutdown state is going to need to slowly allow the sympathetic flight fight energy to return, and it's going to be first fight. In order to do that, that person is going to need to listen to the needs of their shutdown state. All of these polyvagal states have impulses that stem from them. Now, of course, this can look different from individual to individual, but these basic states have impulses that will come along with it. And if you could listen to those impulses and mindfully act on those impulses, then climbing the polyvagal ladder is going to happen. For somebody in shutdown, they're going to want typically low stimulation. They're going to typically want quiet spaces. They're going to want predictability. So spontaneity is not going to be a great thing for someone who's in more of a shutdown state. They might want soothing music or no music at all. They're probably going to want more rest, more immobility. They're probably going to want more low energy activities. So really, that's what it could generally look like, but they're going to need to listen to their specific body and what it needs. They're going to need to listen to what shutdown feels like for them. It's typically going to look something like that. But based on my time in therapy, it's that impulse is going to feel a bit different, and it's going to lead to different things. Usually someone says, kind of like what I laid out. To get more specific, somebody may say, I feel the need to just go to bed, be under my covers, and in the fetal position, and in the dark. So really, it's like they have this impulse to hide. There's also an impulse there to be alone. There's an impulse to immobilize with low stimulation. Usually, it kind of looks like that. Now, for you in your life situation, it might be slightly different. I've had someone say that they wanted to basically do the same thing, but they wanted to go inside their closet. That was like their safe space. What ends up happening, though, is that somebody will feel an impulse like this in their shutdown state, but they won't actually listen to it mindfully and allow it to be there. They won't allow the shutdown feelings to be there, and they won't allow that impulse to be alone in mindfulness to happen. What they'll end up doing then is to maybe just stay in the room endlessly, and instead of feeling what they have to feel, they'll actually try and keep their mind off it by swiping through their phone endlessly and seeking out entertainment, watching TV, playing video games, closing their door, blocking people out. They might be in darkness, but not really experience it. They're looking more for distraction from their emptiness rather than actually feeling their emptiness and what it's like to be in shutdown, to feel maybe some of that emptiness inside of them. Shutdown, just like the other polyvagal states, really needs to be experienced mindfully. And that means on some level you actually welcome it or allow it to be there. This might sound extremely difficult, and yeah, it is. It's not something you can just jump into typically, unless you have some sort of like mindfulness practice within you already. But yeah, usually people aren't going to just like jump into it.